'Tis the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. But the diesel heater is kicking. So actually, it's warming up. It was around 11, and tonight, some of the coldest temperatures that we will be reaching this week. Second time trying the setup with the Go Fast camper and the diesel heater, and there's a few things that I'm trying different on this test. So it's important to take advantage of these cold temps this evening, and I will share with you in the AM exactly what I did and some suggestions that I think you should think about. All right, so stay tuned, and I'm going to show you how warm it gets. Right now I got everything cranking on the high setting. I'll show you how warm it gets up in the top before I call it an evening. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to share a few things. One of the first things I want to talk about is this pipe. If you on YouTube, everybody talks about this pipe. It is rated to go well over 200 degrees, but one of the things that I've found, and a couple other people I've spoken with, is the odors. The odors are unbelievable. So I highly suggest, if you've seen this or are thinking about using this, please reconsider. One of the better solutions is actually, it's almost like one of those slinkies. Just the traditional pipes, which you can really stretch out. What I would do is put one clamp where you're removing your hose from, and then just do a permanent clamp. They're a little bit smaller. They don't have this extra little piece that sticks out, you know, in case it is like happens to be close to a surface of a vehicle. And that's nice too, because also with the coupler, it keeps it really nice and tight. So you don't always have to go back and check it. So wherever you have a point that's removable, go ahead and put one of the clamps like this on there, and I'll put a link for that in the description. So this is actually 3 pipes going up into the top. And I like to use these little flexible twisties, and you don't have to, if you don't have a ladder, you could just basically just put it to the top. Happen to have the awning hardware here, so they're great to attach like the cord or even the hose, which you could do, like if you have them, you could just take this hose and possibly you just put it right through that loop also, which is really nice. A few other things, we were in temps below 15. At that point, if you're not sure if your diesel fuel has, to keep it from gelling up 15 Fahrenheit, you want to maybe consider adding a diesel additive, which will keep it from gelling up. So I actually did put that in the unit. A few other small things I just want to talk about is when we're out all the time, we've been running heated gear for some time. This happens to be the Volt. I've been really happy with this product. It's pretty amazing. It's nice when you get somewhere, you're out of your vehicle, you're just kind of getting things set up. You can stay nice and toasty, just turn it on. The other thing that we really like are hand warmers. We've had hand warmers for a while. These are not just hand warmers, but they can also double as a USB battery backup in case you need to charge a phone. You know, you can get them in a single, you can get them in a double pack, but these are really convenient. Same thing, you kind of, your hands get cold, which they always get cold when you're working. It's hard to work with gloves, but you can just turn these on, kind of keep them in your pockets, and then, you know, be nice and toasty. So those are just a few things just wanted to touch on. But once again, I'll include the links for the couplers, but I highly suggest if you're using the other hose, ditch it, because the odors are they're just brutal, and you don't really realize it until after you get rid of it. And no matter how long we ran that hose, it just always smelled. And then the other thing is, I know it's rated for the higher temps, but you know, this unit coming out, it's well over 200 and some degrees. So in theory, it should handle it. If you are gonna run that hose, I would definitely suggest adding at least one of these so it's further out and doing the adapter, because I found mine actually melted in a couple spots. Maybe it's just the level of quality of the hose itself that I'm running, but it's just not safe. So I highly suggest that you stop using it or don't consider using it. Well, thank you so much. Right here at the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the different power draws that the 5K diesel heater has been using. So you can check that out. and I'll just talk about that briefly so you can get a sense of what the wattage is as you're running it throughout the night. And we've found, so far I found with this tent setup, last night was 15 degrees. I could easily keep that upper section in the 70s, no problem. Around 3, which is the middle setting, 3.5. It goes up to, this unit goes up to 5.5 and it starts at like 1.6. You know, it's not very insulated. It's supposed to be a 4-season tent, but it's not a 4-season tent. And then also I just put the blanket, a longer blanket this time right by the flap. So we'll start playing around with a few things, but I just wanted to share with you what we've learned so far and what seems to be working as we continue to test all our systems. Thank you again. We'll see you soon.
You set my soul on fire. Baby, you set my soul on fire. You set my soul on fire. Baby, you set my soul on fire.
The Up and Down bag, made by Teresa, is a simple drawstring bag which allows you to take your items such as a cell phone, flashlight, USB charger, any kind of small little items up and down in your rooftop tent or your wedge camper.